Today's video, we're going to talk about stacking. This is one of the first skills that children learn how to do with blocks. Hi, I'm Amy Baez, Pediatric Occupational Therapist and founder of Playapy, and I'm here to provide you with some playful solutions and powerful results. It's been a little while since I posted a video with my face in it, so I am happy to be back. I'm here to do a series of videos with 3 specific skills that children need to know how to do throughout their lifetime, and that is stacking, stringing, and folding. Now, I'm going to include links in the video description so that you can find other videos that are really helpful to you that are going to go into some of these activities in greater detail. Okay, we're going to get right into it. We're going to talk about 10 different ways that you can work on stacking with different materials you can find in your home or very easily with a simple purchase. Let's get started. Number 1 is blocks. Now, we all know that children work with blocks in order to develop fine motor skills. There are different sequences to how you can increase the skill of working with blocks. So be sure to check out that video. Parents often don't realize that therapists use your child's ability to stack as a way to measure how far they are progressing developmentally, right? You're going to start with 1 block, 2 blocks, 3 blocks, up to 10 blocks. Can they move them around? Can you make designs with them? Stacking is a great way for us to know that your child is gaining skills for fine motor and perceptual skills. And doing different objects is a great way for you to continue this skill as your child gets older. We also know that children can work with different kinds of blocks, right? You can work with wood blocks, you can work with mega blocks that are plastic that kind of attach together, and then you can also advance to Lego blocks. All right, the next one we're going to talk about is pegs. Now, this is a specific toy you might have to buy, but they're very useful. And if you buy ones that have little holes in them, which they often do, you can work on stacking pegs. And in addition, you can use these pegs for other visual perceptual skills like following designs. The next one we're going to talk about are cans. When your child is a little bit older and they have a little bit more strength, you can work on stacking just simple cans of food in your house. This is a great way for them to understand how to build up higher towers, and it also builds up strength because cans have more weight. If we want to stick to something small and simple, we can work on stacking coins. Stacking little coins on top of each other and making those towers is a fun way for kids to work on fine motor skills and this stacking activity. If you don't have any coins around the house, you can also use something simple like buttons or washers that you can find in your toolkit. Anything that's small and flat would work well. All right, the next one is going to be cups. Okay, I have a video that talks about Olympic game ideas, and cup stacking is something that's really fun for kids to learn how to do. It is a great activity that you can work on for a variety of different age groups, often used as a party game. But stacking them up and then finding a way to get them to come back down is a really fun way to work on stacking with cups. Okay, as your child gets older and their skills advance, we're going to use items that are a little bit more difficult and challenging. And one of the things you can do is work on stacking dominoes, right? I have a video for that as well, of course. And you can check out some specific ideas on how to do different designs on how to stack dominoes. But even just stacking them right on top of each other is a fun way to do this with really little kids. The next one you're going to do is stacking cards. This can be really tricky depending on what you're doing with the cards. So check out the video that I have for that. But stacking cards is a nice way for you to work on some patience and skill and precision that you'll get out of using such flat items. Okay, guys, those are some simple things that you probably have everyday common objects around the house. Now I want to talk about some specific games that you can play that involve some stacking. The first is Connect 4. Now, this is a little bit cheating. It's a little bit different because you have some plastic that is holding these coins together, but it's the same kind of concept. You're still stacking items. You still need to use fine motor skills to do this. And it really plays a little bit of trick on the eyes for kids. You can also use a miniature version. They often sell these at like dollar stores. I really love them because the chips are really teeny tiny, and it helps kids to really be able to like see and figure out their depth perception of how much they have to do, how much they have to move those fingers in order to get it into that vertical slot. All right, another stacking game is, of course, Jenga. Jenga is a very popular game throughout many decades now. You can use different versions of it that they have for sale, but building those blocks, especially when they have to change the directions, 90 degrees each time. Yes, 9 degrees. Every time you have to change directions, that's a really great way for you to work on building and stacking and understanding how to keep a sequence. All right, the last one I want to share with you is a game that I've come across more recently. I bought it and patients that I work with love it. It's called Shake Wave, and it is kind of like a take on Jenga, but a little bit less steadiness, right? It has a lot of balance aspect to it because these pegs that you're using, I guess I should call them rods, are round, so they do not stack and stay the same as Jenga blocks and other items that we've been talking about. These kind of wobble a little bit, right? Which makes it fun for kids to try. Check out the link in the description where you can purchase it on Amazon, and it's also in the Playapy Amazon storefront. All right, guys, there you have it. Those are 10 activities that you can work on stacking with children. Stacking is an activity that you're building over time so that your child can work with more complex items and use this into the future. This is not something that you practice once with blocks when you're a toddler and then never again. You need to build these skills and use different items in order for it to be a part of your everyday life. So get to stacking. I hope you find this video helpful. If you do, please be sure to subscribe to this channel, like this video, and also be sure to sign up for the Playapy newsletter. Until the next video, I hope you have a playful day.